Hi guys, welcome to the next video. Sorry for the shaky camera there. So today we're going to go revisit the Ucanbe Exotic Flavours palette. This is something I think festivals, even just the summer, if you're out on the beach on a night out, you know, on holiday, or you just love kind of that sunset eyeshadow colour, that's what we're going to do today. This is a really, you can use any, if you're following along, you can use any eyeshadow palette you have that has bright colours in it. We're going to go for a sunset look, but I would highly recommend this palette. I've done it on a live before, and I think I've got one or two already longer form content videos with it, so we're going to do that. But I am going to do my skincare is done. I am going to pop on, I've put my primer on, so we're just going to pop on foundation, concealer together quite quickly. I'm still giving this a go because I haven't had a chance. This is the e.l.f. And I don't think it's new, but it's new to me. The e.l.f. Holy Strokes Micro Fine Brow Pen. I'm not really getting along with it too good, guys. I'm just not finding it very good. I'm not finding it efficient or fast. It's kind of, I'm finding it slightly annoying, and that's unusual to say for me for a brow pencil from or brow pen from e.l.f. But you know, for me it's not working, so I'm sorry for the hair, guys. I did put a conditioner in it last night, didn't dry it because I was on an overnight, and it's just woken up like this. But I wish I had curls, guys. When I was younger, I had really nice curly hair, and then over time it kind of went, I thought it was going to go straight, and then it just kind of went in between straight and curly. So we're kind of working with this today, but let's do it. I'm just going to spritz some of my vitamin E hydrating mist. I forgot a drink actually, guys, but that's fine. I'll just pop some mist on. It's warm today. This is just from Superdrug. I also use it on my brushes as well. So what I'm going to do, just to keep that glowiness going, we're going to use the Beauty, this is the NYX Glaze. Mine is in Buttermelt Soft Glow Skin Tint SPF 30. I do have a video on it, so I'll pop it up here or down below. I'm going to mix that, guys, with the Rimmel Multitask Better Than Filters. Now, I think I should have got the medium in this. This is the 001 Fair. I probably should have got medium. But we're going to mix it just to give a bit of a glowiness as well. Now, this is it does say it's a primer, a highlighter and a glow booster. I'm going to be using it for a glow booster just to kind of complement the kind of nice kind of bright eyes we're going to be doing today. So I'm just going to be looking straight ahead in the mirror. I'm going to mix them together here with you. So this is, mine is in, if I didn't say, vanilla bean butter. Okay, and we're going to mix that in quickly, give this a bit of a shake with the Rimmel Multitasker Better Than Rimmel, I was going to say Maybelline there, guys. And I'm going to use the doe-fur. I'm going to pop it right beside it and then mix them together just for that glowiness. I know it's a little bit lighter. I don't really want to go out and buy another one, so I'm going to try and use it as a highlighter. Mix those together, and then we're going to use that as our foundation. I have self-tanned, and I probably should have done a different colour in terms of foundation. I wasn't really thinking this morning, guys, sorry. Hopefully it still works out. We're going to do a little bit more. What I might do is just apply it to the face and then mix it on the face quickly. But NYX, if you have really, really good skin, I'm going through a good skin phase at the minute, guys. Honestly, I've always had redness, acne, and it seems to be just going through a really good skin phase at the minute. So what I'm going to do is just dot that around, and then we'll pop the filter on over it, and then we might use a brush, and then that's that. But yes, I wanted to do a really nice sunset look. I popped up a post last night, if you saw it, about what today's video would be. So that kind of yellow, orange and red kind of mirage of, I'm just going to use my sponge, or will I use my, no, I'll use my Real Techniques foundation brush. Just take the hair out of the way. Yeah, I just wanted to do something really nice, summer kind of appropriate, because lots of kind of festivals, or if you're meeting friends, or you just want to kind of expand and create with an eyeshadow palette you have at home. I'm sure the colours I show you today that you would have a palette with those colours. So you can see the glowiness and the highlighter coming through there from that Rimmel Multitask Better Than Filters. We might put a little bit more on just here and here. I'm still going to use the brush and just kind of move that around. Can you see that? Yes, that's the kind of shimmer you want, that kind of icy look. Not too, it smells beautiful, guys. It really does. It smells really nice. Okay, just dotting that into the skin. So that's that. What I'm going to do then is go with my Mario, Makeup by Mario, and this is the Super Sculpt Transforming Self Skin Enhancer in Light. Now it's medium. I know it looks light, but it's medium. For the lips today, I'm going in with the Kylie Jenner Duo, because I did say I would go on and do a longer form content and include that. This is her lip liner and liquid duo from Kylie Jenner Cosmetics, and this is in, it should give me the name, I think it was like Brunch or something like that, but I will pop the name up if I can't find it. No, it's not saying it. Well, I'll find it. But that's the kind of colour we're going to be using today. So what I'm going to do is, this is the Makeup by Mario. Now it does look deep. It says light, but it's not too light once you put it on. I use it more like as a sculptor, as you can see. Or no, sorry, kind of as an enhancer. You can go in and use it like as a sculptor or a contour. It's not really coming out on camera. That usually does, but that's what it looks like. And I just kind of then use the same brush. So we're going for that glowiness, as you can see, that kind of, and it doesn't make a terrible difference, but it definitely just livens the skin, kind of brightens it up a bit before you put on any bronzer or contour or what you choose to do. Now for blush, I am sticking, I'm going to do a powder bronzer using the Huda Beauty Glow Wish. I need to use this. I've been kind of using it in my rotation, and then we're going to go in. I'm just loving this blush at the minute. It's the PS blush from Primark in Sangria, and I'm just loving it, guys, and I think today's kind of sunset look, it will go really well. So we're going to go in with my contour brush now from Real Techniques, and we're going to go in with the Glow Wish Huda Beauty, and that's, if I just swirl it for you, that's what that looks like. Okay, so we're just going to swirl that around, and if I need to, I will blend it out with a blush or a clean blending brush. I'm not a fan, not that I'm not a fan, but I got a gift of the Rihanna, is it Sunstalker, for my birthday in April, of her bronzer, and I just don't think it's my colour. I had it on my live the other night, guys. I used it on the live, and I don't think it's my colour. I can't remember what mine's in, but do take a look at the live. If you don't know, I do lives every Monday. We've changed that to 8 o'clock, so I will pop that down in the in a pinned comment. Every single Monday I do lives, but I think with the algorithm, I think we tried at 6 o'clock when I first started to be requested to do lives. We tried 6, it wasn't, I think, a good time for people. Then I moved it to 7. I think 8 o'clock might be just a better time for people. So we'll try that, 8 o'clock UK time. We'll go with the flow, guys. We'll go with what works for people. I've only done about 9 lives. I've been on YouTube for some time, but the requests for lives, I always thought if I'm requested to do it, I'll do it. So that's it, guys. Just kind of a nice line. We didn't actually need to kind of go in with another brush for that. What I'm going to now do is just pop on that blush. So yes, guys, I'm just kind of going with the flow with you guys, seeing what works. So I'll swatch that for you guys. This is Sangria from Primark. Look at that color, guys. Absolutely stunning. I'm really going for the deep berry blushes at the minute. I don't know why, but they do kind of a variation. They do brighter ones if you like that too. I'm going to go in with my, this is just the cheeks blush. It's got kind of an angle to it, the brush, so we're going to dip that in. Be very light with this. Again, the pictures will be up in my post section, and I'm just kind of, and it really kind of hasn't taken away the effect of the highlight we used from the Rimmel, and that's what I like. I think this would suit all skin tones. We're just going to go in. I'm being really light with this, guys, really light. And then what we can do then is go in with a clean blender brush, and then you can also notice that I really went up the cheekbone both sides as well, and we're just going to use a clean blender brush to just fan that out and take any harshness away. And then this side. Okay, so once the brows are done, we're ready to look at that eyeshadow palette. Now you would have seen it in a couple of my videos. I will link down below kind of where, actually I need to set my under eyes. We might do that afterwards. Okay, maybe just 1 minute. I'm going to get my Revolution and set my under eyes. I just thought it's better to do it now. So this is the Revolution Rose baking powder. I used primarily for my under eyes. I do say sometimes I wish the sifter was a bit different, only because it's travel friendly. It's great. I always show you kind of the size. It does fit in your hand. It's very, very kind of handy for popping in to your handbag. But I wish it had different kind of twister sifter or something like that. But once this is out, it should be okay. And I'm just going to use my sponge and set the under eye. So we're just going to tap that in and then just set that under eye, and that's what it looks like. And then if we need to go in with a brush, we will. And then I kind of finish off on the nose if I'd any remaining. And then we're going to try and work with that elf brow it's called Holy Strokes brow pen. I'm just not a fan, guys. I haven't had a chance with my overnight and things like that. Wow, it's gone really bright all of a sudden. It's natural lighting. I think the sun has just come directly in there. Going again now, I can see. But yes, I haven't gotten on really well with it, guys. We will show it now. I think I've used it twice now. So I'm just going underneath there. I just realized I haven't used concealer as well, guys. It was a long overnight. Sorry about that, guys. I even brought the concealer. I haven't used it. Okay, that's fine. We'll keep going. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's just that, and then we'll just fluff away any harshness with another clean brush, because that was the blush we used, and we'll just fluff away anything like that. Okay, so let's use the e.l.f. Holy Strokes brow pen, and then we'll go in with the palette. So you shake it for 15 seconds. It is a pen, and I have just found, guys, I'm not really getting what I usually would from an e.l.f. brow product. Now the pens won't come off. The pen wouldn't, the actual lid was kind of hard to come off. So that's what it looks like. The actual tip is always white, and you have to kind of point it downwards until it gets brown or the colour that you choose. You shake it for 15 seconds, which we have done. And I just find that I don't get the colour payoff I usually would from, let's get my smaller mirror. It should be here somewhere. I can just look in here actually. I'm not getting the colour payoff I usually get with other products. Now it does say it's waterproof straight away, so there's no need for gel. But if you were on the live the other night, we really worked with it. I think it must have been going on 5 minutes, and it was really struggling to. And saying that, today it's doing quite a good job, so I might be changing my mind. We'll see. Okay. Okay. My brows used to be so thick, and I just think over time I plucked a lot when I was younger and then waxed. And I think it's just made them a little bit thinner. Just shake that a bit more because I can see it's not coming out as strong as it was. Okay. Okay, so this is the first day I think using it. This is the third day. And I'm okay with that actually. That kind of that finish look is okay. So maybe I just need some time to kind of work around it. But the first 2 times I did find it quite difficult trying to just kind of maneuver the colour and things like that. But we'll pop that back on. I think that's enough for now. And we're going to go in and look at the Exotic palette. What I'll do first is I'm just going to set my face with setting spray. This is the Revolution Matte Fix. I think I have about 3 or 4 kind of uses left. I did show you my last, I think it was longer form content. I have got the e.l.f. gripping primer spray, but I'm not going to use it until I have finished the Revolution Matte Fix All Control Fixing Spray. And all we're going to do is just quickly spray the face. Yeah, you can tell not a lot's coming out now, so that probably has about 2 uses maybe left. Okay, so we're going to start with like the yellow on the inside, and then we're going to go to orange, and then kind of the gradient of red just above the lid. So instead of going for a crease color straight away, I'm actually going to go in the lid with my fingers with a yellow. So we're going to choose a yellow. So I'm just going to show you. Now there is a blue, guys, that has been used and you'll see it almost looks like it's empty in this one. You get a cover as well, which is quite nice. So there's a blue in here, and I will just say now, it looks like it's fallen, but I've just used it a lot. So you'll see there was a blue there. So we're going to go in with a yellow. I'll put a picture of what they look like on screen as well. So we're going to choose a yellow. So you've got a lot of various colours. You've got pastels, you've got warms, you've got some cooler tones. So the yellow we're going to use is, I'll just show you if I can. This is a huge palette, guys. This one right here. So I'm going to go in with my finger. And we're going to pop it on. I'm going to swatch it, obviously. So that's what it looks like. We're going to go into the inner corner. And before I do that, I want to just double check something. Yes, so I do have my Profusion. We're going to, first of all, as I was about to put it on the lid, I remembered my Profusion pigment base, basically. I've had this for years. I mean, as I've been repurchasing it for years. This is the Profusion pigment base from Profusion Cosmetics. You can get it in skin color, but I like to get it in white because it just shows the base a little bit clearer, and you can see exactly where the eyeshadow goes. So you will see, if this is your first time watching, you will kind of be shocked at how white really, this is coming to the end as well. So let's just pop it here. There we go. So that's what it looks like. And now it is kind of, if you've never seen this put on in white, you will think it's going to kind of, it does look a bit shocking, but as it goes on, you can use a brush or you can use your hand. It warms to the skin, but you still see it enough to place and to know where to place the product. So it kind of warms to the skin. I'm putting it under the brow because then I'm not going directly under the brow with the colour, but when the colour is on, it will make the colour pop more. So that's that, and we're going to let that set, and then we're going to use the remainder. Again, you can use a brush if you want to. I find the warmth of your fingers is really, really good. So I'm going to do that, guys. That's all I need. You don't need a lot. It lasts for months and months, guys, and longer if you're not somebody who puts on makeup every single week. You can use concealer. I'm of a firm belief that you don't need eyeshadow primer if you've got a good concealer, but this one I just found over time is really, really good. Now I know I'm bringing that inwards very carefully because I am going to have that yellow right in the inner corner. So although it looks quite kind of shocking now, when the colours go on, it'll all make sense. And actually, as time goes on, guys, and we're putting on the other colours, you'll see it does calm down. It actually does calm down to your skin tone, particularly at the top. You'll see that. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to leave that. And I'm just going to get the Ucanbe palette. Okay, so this is the first colour. It's like a bright sunset yellow. So we're going to be going out, that gradient is going to go from bright to kind of orange to red, and that red is going to come just slightly above the crease. We're not going to go for a very, if you looked at last night's post, you know, a very bright red, but the point of it is a sunset look. So as it's setting, it gets a little bit deeper, but it starts quite bright in the beginning. So you'll see as I'm tapping that colour how bright it is, but I will say that does attribute to the Profusion eye primer too. It's not just these products that I find any eyeshadow palette, whether it's high end or low end, I find that the Profusion setting primer is great. So that's for there. So you can see I'm kind of bringing it right from the inner corner, a quarter of the way out. And your fingers are great for blending as well, because what they'll do is the warmth of your finger will help the colours blend and the colour go into the skin without creasing. So that's the first kind of look there, the first kind of section as such. So now what we're going to do is find like a medium toned orange, so not cool, not bright, in between. And we're going to go for this one. There's a pastel orange, but there's also like a deep medium orange, so over here. So I think for the sunset look, I'm actually going to go for the pastel. And that's what that looks like. So we're just gonna, again, you can see I'm using my finger. And I think that really suits it. Again, that's what that looks like on the skin. These colours are so easy to work with as well, guys. They're easy to blend. what I would say is get a really good primer or use concealer with because it really does help. Again, pictures will be up in the post section, but I think you can really see, guys, the difference if I look down and how it just looks like a natural formation of color. They are bright, but they don't look like they shouldn't be beside one another, which is a big key in things as well. It looks like it's kind of blending, and that's what we wanted. We wanted that color gradient to kind of go naturally and look seamless, and that's what you want as well. So we're just going to go in again slightly here, and then I might use a brush after our third color is on, which is going to be a deeper orange, and then the red is going to come slightly up here, and then we're going to blend. Mascara plays a huge role in this too, because for me, I just don't wear lashes, so you want your mascara to do the work. You want it to do almost double the work, because you want the lashes make a huge difference, I think, when you have such a kind of explosive or strong color like this. You want those lashes to look. I'm not a fan of a big liner after such bright colors, because I don't want it to take away from the color. If you do, that's great, but for me, I like the mascara to do the work, because it kind of just flicks those eyelashes upwards. Use a lash curler. This is Studio London from Superdrug, but for me, it's not so much the liner, because I don't want anything to take away from the color. But the lashes are kind of the last kind of amazing kind of opening up the eye. So that's the two colors there, and we're now going to go in with like a medium pink toned color, which is this one here, and we're going to use that right at the corner of the eyes. Still using my fingers, guys. I will show you what it looks like. So that's that one, and I'm being really careful where I'm placing this. Really careful, not dipping in again, using the same color, the same finger. I'm not haven't dipped back in, and you can see, guys, that's just making that difference, really is. And I'm stopping right at the edge there, so you can see that, guys, it really does fan out the color. And we haven't sort of gone in too drastically, but it definitely shows. Now I have slightly hooded eyes, so I'm going to bring that pink slightly upwards, so that when I look forward, it doesn't disappear. So if you can see, particularly on this side, when I look forward, it kind of almost disappears. That's because I do have slightly hooded eyes, so I have to. Sorry, guys, I got a call. So I'm going to go back in, and I'm just going to this is where the brushes come in really handy. So all I'm going to do is place it and then blend. Same over this side, place, and then use a e.l.f. blending brush, and we're going to blend that. So I'm going to go and get my e.l.f. blending brush, and I might spray it for the purposes of kind of getting the colour really kind of from a distance. Shake it off a little bit, and then we're really going to bring that colour in, because that's going to make the difference. Just there we go. That just makes the difference, guys. So you're getting that smokiness without it looking harsh, and you can see what I mean. It's calmed down under the profusion in white. The primer has calmed down, and that's what you get. You get that smoky red kind of, but it's not interrupting any of the rest of the colors. We're going to do the same on the other side, and then the last thing we're going to go in and do is the deepest red. So there you go, guys. I just look down, you can see. Now I bring mine up a little bit higher, only because when I look forward, I want the colours to show, and that goes for any eyeshadow colour. So we're just going to bring that right up there, and then what you can do is gently dip into the pink instead of kind of placing it on again. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to dip into that pink. That's what it looks like, and we're going to use that to bring it across slightly, not making sure not to go the entire way in. And that's it. As you can see, I do go up slightly, but you might not have to do that if you don't have slightly hooded eyes. So that's that, guys. And if you look at the colors, it just looks, they all look natural. Certainly, obviously, it's not a natural look to do a sunset eye look, but you could even get a liner and go underneath after your mascara. So we'll see what we'll do there. But I'm happy with the kind of height and how high I've gone with that. Again, I'd really recommend the e.l.f. brushes as well. They're great. There is a new elf, is it like a SPF 30 I want to say primer and foundation. It's a pink bottle and it's £18, guys. So to me, elf to me were always like amazing quality but also amazing prices, and now they've got a product for £18. Really not. I had a look at one of the YouTubers do it last night, review it, said it was amazing, but it's almost like the it looks like the same effect that you would have from this CC serum I did with the It Cosmetics CC serum. It looks like it does the same kind of thing, but it's almost the same price, guys. I mean, that CC It Cosmetics CC serum foundation must have cost me, I think, £22, but it's It Cosmetics, you know, it's a higher end, and then you've got £18 for an elf kind of similar product, which is just surprising to me, guys. Really surprising. Okay, so you can see it's kind of great, it's gradient outwards. And what we can do, if there was a really white shimmer, now there might be one in the Socialite palette, which is still on my desk, but we might go into the inner corners. I still want to bring that up on this side slightly, so we might go back. I might use a red this time, a cooler tone, this one right here. It's coming off super bright on camera, but it's a cooler toned red. Again, going in with the brush. And the last thing we're going to do is just give it that extra kind of, you can see there, that's really giving it that extra. I'm going to go in with a separate clean fluffy brush. And we're going to kind of, there you go. That's kind of the finished red as such before we go in. So what I'm going to try and do is find like a glitter, creamy kind of color glitter. We're going to go in with a clean fluffy brush just to finish all that up. I'm not sure, just looking down, I do have matte creams and I don't really want that. I want to kind of follow the theme of today, being that sunset look. So we're probably going to go into the Socialite palette, which I still have. I just want to fix this eye up here. Feeling like it's not going as high as I want it to. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is go into the Socialite palette, see if we have a glitter, which I think we will. Used this the other day. And we might go in with High Society, which is sort of maybe taking away from it a little bit, so we might not go in with that. I just realized there's not really like a I wanted just to go in personally with like an inner corner highlight, but we might use this is Pearl Clutch from the Socialite palette. So let's just, this is what this looks like, and then obviously off camera I'll do the mascara. Let's have a look. This is what Pearl Clutch looks like, and we might just dab it in the inner corners there, pressing that onto the skin, just giving that extra kind of brightness on the inner corner. There's a slight difference, so we'll go into the side. I'll do the mascara off camera, and then we'll come back with that Kylie Cosmetics lip duo. Okay. I was tempted to go in with the glitter, but it's going to take away really from what I want to do, what the kind of look is, and we might use the rest just under the brow like that. Okay, so I'll do our mascara and come back. Okay guys, I've come a little bit closer to the camera so you can see. This is the NARS Climax mascara, and I've put 3 coats on. I'm kind of not allergic as such, but false lashes for me, they just make my eyes water, so does the glue. So I'd say it's more of an aversion. I don't think it's a an allergic reaction as such, but I cannot use them. So this is it. It looks like this. It's got like a nice packaging. But that's it, guys. That's like the sunset look that I had kind of planned to do. So let's go on to the Kylie Jenner lip kit. So this is in, and I will pop it up, guys, because I still haven't had a chance to look and see what the name is. Maybe it will say it here. this is what it looks like. I will swatch them for you as well, but I hope you enjoyed this, guys. It was just more summer fun kind of thing, and I love, honestly, I cannot recommend the two products, Ucanbe exotic palettes, the color, and obviously the Profusion eye primer as well. You can get it in skin color as well, but I get it in white, and you can see what I mean. It has calmed down now as well. So no, I can't see it, guys, but I'll go back on my purchase history and have a look. Does it say it there? It's Posy K, that's what it is, Posy K, sorry. So we're going to use the liner first. It's got like a crayon consistency, so let's just swatch the liner for you guys. That's what it looks like. So nice little floral smell from it as well. So we're just going to line the entire lip. Okay, I just do that, like, it's more like a primer for your lipstick, isn't it, or your lip liquid. You could go with a really bright lip color if you wanted to. But I also just wanted to show you what the Kylie Cosmetics Posy K duo looked like. And then we're going to pop this on as well. I like that because it's like a primer for your lips before you put on your product. Okay, so we're going to go in. So Posy K, this is what this looks like. I hope you enjoyed the review, guys. This isn't more of a review, it's more of like a summer look that I wanted to do. I think this is one of her first colors she came out with. Okay, again, lovely, lovely scent. Lovely scent. So that's kind of the look, guys. Pictures will be in natural lighting. I'm just coming up a little bit closer so that you can see the mascara. It's a really good mascara, and I would encourage, if you have very sensitive eyes, to get something like the Climax mascara from NARS, because the products are really good, the quality is really good. The brush, actually, even though it has those thicker bristles, it does get into those inner corners without kind of clumping or irritating. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'll pop up some pictures in the post section. Thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.